Hello, bonjour! You know that all your food comes from the earth. And you might say, well, I'm an omnivore. Yes, you eat meat, but then you're a carnivore that eats an herbivore that ate plant. So, yeah, your food comes from the earth. And in the earth, we have heavy metals. Don't worry, don't panic. There is a way around this. Our ancestors knew the way around it. So thousands of years ago, they were soaking and sprouting. And that's what I'll be talking about today. And I'll use the sunflower seeds to make it more visual of what I'm saying here. So talking about heavy metals that are everywhere in our food, everywhere. It's in the food you eat. Even if you eat your omnivore and you eat animals, it's in there too. So let me tell you more about this. Heavy metals, it occurs naturally in the soil. It originates from the breakdown of the rocks. But in the soil, it's in trace amounts. So it's small, which is considered like very minimal. The issue is the excess accumulation caused by industrial waste and intensive conventional agriculture that utilizes chemicals and fertilizer and pesticides and GMO. That's where the problem is. That's where the concern is with the heavy metals. So the farming method and the condition of the soil where your legumes, grains, seeds, vegetables are grown is very, very important. When you are certified organic, the soil is tested for all those heavy metal and pesticides and herbicides and all the polluted. Now someone might say, well, I eat animals, so I don't have a problem. Well, what they eat, you eat. So if the animal products that you buy comes from a farm that is conventional, they are exposed to the pesticides and herbicides and fungicides and all of that, because the feed for them isn't organic. You see? And then it accumulates, the heavy metals will accumulate in the flesh of the animals. So you eat the flesh. You eat the heavy metals. It's in there. They don't go anywhere. Heavy metals will stay in the flesh. Let me give you some solutions now. Ways to eliminate or reduce the exposure to it is limit your buying of non-sprouted products. If you buy flour that hasn't been sprouted, you are exposed to heavy metals. Prioritize quality. Choose a high quality ingredient or prepare your own at home. Do your own meal prep. You know your ingredients, so prepare your own. That's really the key. You know, they said and they really brainwashed us with that. Convenience, convenience, convenience. Well, convenience now doesn't mean convenience later. If later, because you ate all those heavy metals and you're not well as you're aging, then you need help, your quality of life diminishes, you're lacking energy, vitality, you ache, you have pains everywhere. That is not convenient then. So start now. Investing now in good food, then, and also with the soaking and the sprouting, investing now is an investment for your health saving account. That's what it is. Sprout your food. And now, as of now, always add the apple cider vinegar and the lemon juice. I'll come back to that. Eat the rainbow. Vary your food. Even me, if I eat only carrots every day, day in, day out, I won't be healthy either. Vary your food. Eat the color of the rainbow. And I will do a video on what I eat, so you have ideas on how to do it so simple and efficient. That keeps you on track. And then eat organic. You might say, but I cannot afford it. Well, can you afford to be sick later? So, like you invest now, like I said, in your health saving account, and then later you're healthy and you don't need help, doctors and someone to come home to help you to, move around, losing energy. You have to end up into a senior home because you cannot care for yourself. So do it now. Choose. Less shoes, more good foods. Less clothes, less of something, and invest in your food instead. And then create a buying group. Just gather friends and buy together 10 pounds, 25 pounds of chickpeas. buy your grains, your dry goods in bulk. And you can find a supplier that will sell to you as a private buying group, and then test your water, the quality of your water. Heavy metals can be in your water. I personally invest into spring water. So when it comes to the apple cider vinegar and the lemon juice, in a container like this, in a bowl like this, 1 part of grains, legumes, whatever it might be, 1 part for 2 parts of water. Then I add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar or 2 of the lemon juice. Apple cider vinegar has a mild taste. Lemon juice has a kind of a fruity taste. White vinegar, I wouldn't do that. It's so harsh. So what it does by putting these, it really helps to remove those heavy metal. And you need to keep the bowl at room temperature. That's very, very important. So as usual, we add a quantity of seeds. Make sure that you add enough or leave enough room for water. And then we add water. Filtered water is ideal. I give it a little wash. And then pour into your strainer here. Rinse it some more. Back into your bowl. Add water. 1 part seeds, 2 parts water. That's very, very important that you do that. There's got to be enough water. And also the other part that is important, leave it on your counter, room temperature. Do not put that in your fridge. No, it has to be at room temperature in order to reach those heavy minerals. And then we add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And we leave it to soak 8 to 12 hours. Then, after 8 to 12 hours, you pour it back into your strainer here. Give it a rinse. Put it in your bowl, cover it up to recreate what nature does, which is the seeds are in the ground and they grow in the dark. So they will germinate more in the dark. So you create the same thing. You rinse twice daily, 2 to 3 days to let the grain germinate. And here I'll show you what happens. Look at this. I think that's another thing too that our ancestors knew. When you sprout, you get up to 25%, maybe more of the food you had to start with. And then that can be kept fresh like this in your fridge, but don't cover the container. In a glass container is ideal, or stainless steel, don't cover it. Or you have a mesh like this, a steel mesh on top, and then your seeds are in your jar, because you can also sprout in a jar like this, right? And in my case, because I make so much, because I also make food for my client, so I like to dehydrate it. By dehydrating, it removes the water content, and then the food is shelf stable. So I can, after dehydrating it, I can store it in my cupboard up to 6 to 12 months, and then it's always ready to use. Make sure that you trust your supplier. If your seeds don't sprout, it's because they were too old. And that doesn't help. And then, there you go, into your dehydrator up to, for 24 hours. At 118 degrees. Not more than that. It's very important that you stay below the 118 to keep the enzymes and the vitality in the food. Let me tell you about the sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are amazing. They're great for your brain, for your bones, for your digestion, for your skin, for your liver, and more. And when you sprout them, then you increase the nutrients, increase the protein, increase the absorption, so you increase all the goodness it does for your brain and your bone and your skin and your liver and your digestion. And that explains why, my brain, my bones, my liver, my skin is all in great shape at 68. Do it. It takes no time. It sprouts so easily. Sunflower seeds are one of the easiest ones to sprout. Do it. Do like our ancestors. You know, they're offering up that wisdom. Take it. Do it. You can. If I can, you can too. See you in the next one. And please subscribe.